Hey everybody, Mr. Odom here, and I'm going to work through some problems from section 3.1. The learning target for this video is hopefully you'll be able to simplify algebraic expressions, feel comfortable doing that. And I'm just going to go through these steps that I introduced to you in the lesson and to help me to simplify some expressions. So we'll get started. All right, so step one above here, I'll try to leave this up here so you can see for the first couple, is write the problem down. All right, so let me write it down. 8s minus 11s plus 6. The second step says use the distributive property to eliminate parentheses. I don't need to use a distributive property. There are no parentheses, so I can skip that step. It says identify like terms. So let me identify my like terms. I have positive 8s and I have negative 11s. Notice that subtraction sign, when I'm identifying like terms, I use it as a negative sign. Okay, so here are my like terms, and then it says combine them. And combine means put them next to each other and then combine them. These are already next to each other. So what I need to do is go ahead and say, what is 8s minus 11s? And that is negative 3s. And then I just continue to bring down the 6. And then I ask myself these couple of questions. Are there any parentheses? No. Are there any more like terms here? No. So then this expression is in simplest form. Okay? So that's how you simplify expressions. All right, let's look at problem 16. So again, let me write the problem down. 8 plus 4a plus 6.2 minus 9a. All right, wrote the problem down. Distributive property, do I need to use that here? There are no parentheses, so I'm good. Let's identify the like terms. Well, let's see, 8, positive 8, and positive 6.2. They are constants, and remember, all constants are like terms. Then I have positive 4a, and I have negative 9a. All right, so I've identified my like terms. I'm going to go ahead and combine them. So first, before I do that, I'm going to treat them like they are parts of a puzzle. I'm going to take the puzzle pieces apart here and put them back together so that the like terms are next to each other. Okay, so let me do that. Negative 9a. All right, and now it makes it easier to combine them when they're next to each other. So what is 8 plus 6.2? If you need your calculator, you can work that out. But it's 14.2. And then positive 4a minus 9a. So I look at the positive 4. What is positive 4 minus 9? That's negative 5a. Are there any parentheses here? No. Are there any like terms here? No. So then this expression is in simplest form. Another way that you could write this expression would be to switch these terms around. Negative 5a, this is positive 14.2. All right, these are the same expression. Okay, they are both in simplest form. There's no parentheses, there are no more like terms. Okay, and either answer would be correct. Just like over here, you could write this as 6 minus 3s, and that would also be a correct answer. All right, let's move down here and let's look at number 18. All right, so let me write the problem down. 4 times b minus 6 plus 19. All right, and let me go back up real quick. It says use the distributive property to eliminate parentheses. So let me do that. Because I have parentheses. Remember, to use a distributive property, That means I'm taking 4 and multiplying it by b, and that's positive 4. So, and positive 4 times negative 6. And then I have plus 19. Okay, let me go ahead and multiply the positive 4 times the negative 6, and I end up with 4b, and that's negative 24, and that's positive 19. And if I were to read this expression to you, this would be 4b minus 24 plus 19. Okay, and then we can go through and we need to identify the like terms. Well, negative 24 and positive 19 are my like terms. The 4b is just going to go along for the ride. And then I can combine these. Negative 24 plus 19 is negative 5. So if I want to read this expression to you, it would be 4b minus 5. Are there any parentheses here? No. Are there any like terms here? No. So I put a box around this because this expression is in simplest form. Okay. Now let's look at number 20. A little more challenging maybe. Negative 2/3 times 12c minus 9 plus 14c. All right, are the parentheses here? Yes, so I need to use a distributive property, which means I'm going to take negative 2/3 and I'm going to multiply it by 12c, and I'm going to put that over 1 since the negative 2/3 is a fraction, and then I can do my fraction multiplication. And then again, this is negative 2/3, so I'm going to write negative 2/3 times negative 9, and I'll put that over 1 as well since I'm going to do some fraction multiplication. And then I still have plus 14c. So if I read this to you, this would be negative 2/3 times 12c minus 2/3 times negative 9 plus 14c. And let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. The 3 and the 12 I can cancel. That becomes 1. That becomes 4. And I have negative 2 times positive 4. Negative times positive is negative. So I have negative 8. Don't forget the variable, 8c. And remember, in the denominator, it's just 1 times 1. So negative 8c divided by 1 is just negative 8c. Then here I have negative 2/3 times negative 9. A negative times a negative will give me a positive answer. So I've taken care of the sign. And now I can also cancel with the 3 and then with the 9. And that becomes 3. And so I have 2 times 3, which is 6. And that takes care of that term. And then I still have plus 14c. So notice all the parentheses are gone, which is what we want as we're trying to simplify our expressions. Now let's identify our like terms. Negative 8c, positive 14c. I'm just going to write those together. Eventually, I want you guys to be able to just do the math without the circles, I want you to be able to identify the like terms in your head. I would like you to get to where you can combine those in your head. If you can, sometimes the numbers are more complicated, but when they're integer values like that, I want you to be able to combine them in your head. So those are my like terms, and I put them together, and let's combine them. Negative 8c plus 14c is 6c plus 6. Are there parentheses here? No. Are there any like terms here? No. So this expression is in simplest form. So that's what we have for this video. I know it's a little longer than I like for videos when I'm working out problems, but this section is so important. It is so important that you understand and feel comfortable in simplifying algebraic expressions. So you're going to get a lot of practice in doing this. So that's it for now. This is Mr. Odom. Have a good day. Thanks for being patient with me. You guys are awesome, and I am out.